Okay, I'm going to jump right into this. This is Prophet Rohei Nabi signing in. What I'd like to talk about is where have all the good men gone? Where are the good men at? It seems that women are asking this question. Women are constantly asking, where are all the good men? Why are women asking, where are all the good men? Why is that? Is there a dearth of good men in existence? Is there really a deficit of good, solid men? Well, as I perusal the internet from time to time, I run across various talking heads on various channels, some old, some middle age. Well, I won't say old, but older. Okay. And I'm looking at a lot of these stations, most of them are millennials. Millennials meaning those that were born in 1981 through 1986. Okay. They're around 22 to 37 years of age. These are our millennials. So as I look at these stations and I see what has happened with the battle of the sexes among Caucasian men and Israelite men or black men, as some would say. And so something is going wrong. And it's becoming more and more apparent with each succeeding generation. And I don't think we can lay the charge of the blame at the feet of the millennials. No, that would be wrong-headed. I think we have to go all the way back to the silent generation, where they taught their children should be seen and not heard. That's one reason why they called it the silent generation, because children just couldn't be running their mouth. Now, although I'm not a part of the silent generation, I was raised by the children of the silent generation. My father is 70 some odd years old. So he's right on the tail end. Right, he's right at the beginning of the baby boomer generation. 1928, 1945. They range from the age of 73 to 90 years of age. That's the generation that raised me, the baby boomer generation. My generation is Generation X. My children are millennials. And whatever else is after, and Gen Xers. I got some children that are in the Gen Xer generation. No, I'm sorry, Generation Y, Gen Y. But anyway, that's after the year 2000, somewhere around up in there. You get my point. I do have some children that's in the age of Generation No, I mean millennials. Most of my children are millennials. Two of my children are uh, Generation Y. But anyway, my point is this. Where have all the good men gone? Let me tell you something. When you don't have fathers with vision serving the Most High, there's going to be a domino effect with every succeeding generation. We're not going to deal with women right now. We're not going to deal with women right now, not directly anyway. We're going to deal with men. We're going to deal with men today. Men don't want to get married. A lot of men, when they get married, they don't even know why to get married. And when I say why to get married, I'm not saying leaning to your own understanding. Oh, she pretty. Oh, I'm too old. Oh, I make enough money now to support a woman. Nah, it's got to go beyond all of that. Are those things, do they have some relevance? Yes. Some don't. Some of the reasons I just mentioned don't have any relevance really. As it relates really age, it really don't. Well, we've been together so long. We've been living together so long. And so people get married. That's no reason to get married. That's no reason to get married. That's no biblical reason. That's no biblical reason to bind your life to somebody. Are you serving the Most High? Mm. Do you love the Most High? Have you dedicated your life to the Most High? Are you born again? Once you start hitting these types of curves and meet these bullet points, then you're on trajectory to get married. Because this type of thinking is what prepares you for loving a wife, loving your children, not abusing them. These are the type of things that are the precursor to get married and being fruitful and multiply. A father has to have vision. He has to have vision. I'm really tired about now of all these men talking about, oh, the girls, they want bad boys. They want bad boys. I'm tired of that. That's got old with me. They want bad boys. That's y'all, that's a cop out. Let me tell you something. The guys that are not bad boys, guess what? Most of them wish they were bad boys. Most of the men that don't have swag, street swag, they wish they had it. And because they are so bitter that they didn't have game, street game, and street swag when they were in high school and in college, when they get 30 years old and married, they try to shame all those women that they couldn't get. They try to shame all those women they couldn't get. And they start saying stuff like, see, that's why you hitting the wall. You're 30 years old and ain't married. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. Women wouldn't be looking for bad boys. If I want to tell you something about bad boys. One thing I know about bad boys, they are filled with drama. And a lot of times these guys are really, they always doing something. Whether it's going to jail, being a player, they're creative. They have some type of vision. And the original purpose why the Most High gave man a woman is so he can give her vision. And I'm going to label this as healthy drama, like having children, have a business, building a house, building an empire, building a kingdom. That is drama. That is drama. Nah, it's not no street hood drama. Smoking dope, partying all night. No, not that kind of drama. But a man is supposed to give drama to a woman as defined by the scriptures. Oh, you don't think there's drama in the Bible? Okay, let me show you something then. Let me show you, because you don't believe me. You don't believe me. So let me just show you. You've read this 1,000 times, but you just read right over it. Verse 27, Genesis 1:27. So Yahuwah created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. Hey, y'all, that's some drama there. The creation of man, that's huge. The crowning act of creation, when the Most High created man, that's healthy drama. That's sanctified drama. And look what word is attached to this type of drama. So God created, built, designed, fabricated, put his heart into it. If that's not drama, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. This is something very spectacular and exciting. I think the reason why a lot of times women, they get attached to the hood guys, because they're way more creative oftentimes than the plain guys. The things that they run after, bad as they are, are more sensational, creative. A man is supposed to have a vision that a woman can get behind and embellish with her talents, her gifts, and her companionship. The vision that a man has is supposed to get a woman excited, cause her to dream about what direction the family is going to go into. And if a man is doing it right, if he has a healthy vision that is creative, guess what's going to happen? The woman is going to come and embellish it with what the Most High has put in her. That's why the Bible says, where there is no vision, where there is no vision, the people perish. Why are so many? Why is the gender war raging? I'm going to tell you why. Because men don't have a vision of building the kingdom. They don't have nothing that's going to last for eternity that a woman can get behind. The only vision they got is paying bills, going to work, coming home. And as Israelites, we're in captivity. So we got to go double time. Yes. When a man has a vision for a woman that he's interested in, it's going to compel the woman to have a vision. It really is. If a woman meets a man and she didn't know what she wanted to do with life and didn't know what life is about, but she meets a man that does have a vision, guess what? All of a sudden, guess what? She gets a vision. And many times the vision that the Most High will give the woman is going to embellish the vision that the man has. It's going to supercharge. It's going to be an accelerant to the vision that the man has. The reason why so many young men today don't have a vision, millennials don't have vision, they never seen a man with vision. They never lived with a man with vision, even if their father was in the home. A lot of children that have fathers, they see the father come home, work, eat, and go to bed and watch TV for the rest of the night. Get back up and go to work. That's not vision. That's routine. So when these young men get married, he didn't see his father building anything after work. He didn't see his father. He didn't see his father immersed in teaching his children something after he came home from work or on the weekends. They didn't see that. Spending time, laboring over them, teaching them what they know. One thing that a father also has to do is excite his children about a vision, not just his wife, his children too. The children supposed to be getting behind the father and the mother and propelling the family vision. So a lot of times you have a circumstance where the father come home Go upstairs, put on some black socks, turn on the TV, and just stay in the bed. Totally detached from the wife and the children. After he get off of work, it's me time, not we time. I want y'all to listen to something here. I want to give you an example of what I'm talking about. I want to show you how these young men are thinking today. This is a talking head on YouTube that shall remain nameless. But I'm just going to play the audio.
We've been lied to since birth because men have been told.
I'm going to try to censor some of this profanity. It's a little bit in here.
Age that if you treat women like princesses in Disney movies, you open doors, you treat them with respect, you will find the girl of your dreams and live happily ever after. Bullshit.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
There are guys right now who are struggling with this concept because they continuously try to treat a woman the way they were told they were supposed to treat a woman, just to end up being in the friend zone or being dissed. And they're scratching their head right now in frustration, wondering why they can't get the girl of their dreams or the girl that they want to be. And for you guys, go watch the movie Hitch, because that's another topic. But
let me say this. When somebody talks about the girl of their dreams, what they dreaming about? What purpose of the woman are they dreaming about? Just sex? Just companionship? The Bible says, seek first the kingdom. Now, this guy right here is not a Christian. But it don't matter, because so many people that say they are Christians and Israelites and all this stuff, they think the same exact way. They really do.
Watch the movie Hitch. It's exactly what it is. I mean, y'all too nice and y'all been lied to. You know, back in the day, in the 50s or 60s, you would have been cool. But nowadays, you got to have an edge to you if you're a dude. You got to have an edge. That's why.
Hey, son, how you doing? Now, listen to what he says. He says you have to have an edge to you. You don't have to have a vision, just an edge. You just got to be edgy. This guy is a millennial.
When I'm not mad at players or guys who decide to be players. I'm not.
Okay. And this is a sentiment that is pervasive among a lot of millennials. They admire players, gigolos and pimps. They admire them. See, you don't have a vision of the kingdom if you are a player, a pimp, and a gigolo. You're not, no, you're out of order. When the Most High gave Adam a vision, he wasn't given a vision to a pimp. He wasn't given a vision of the kingdom to a player. He wasn't given a vision of the kingdom to a gigolo. No, he gave it to a man that was a husband, that was communing with him. I'm not saying that these type of men don't have a vision. I'm saying that they don't have a vision from the Most High. That's what I'm saying. That's all that I'm saying. They don't have a vision for the Most High. They got a vision from the devil. That's why so many of them want to be players, pimps, thugs, and all this kind of stuff. But listen to them.
Because I understand that these dudes, they only doing what women want them to do. Yes, women want to be played.
No, no. Women don't want to be played. See, that's a cop-out, y'all. He's trying to play a Jedi mind trick. Women don't want to be played. Do women want excitement? Yes. Do they want vision? Yes. Do they want a dream? Yes. Do they want motivation? Yes. But you can't look at all those things and say they want to be played. Because see, he's adding up all these different types of things and said, well, this is how you know a woman wants to be played. No, they don't. They just want to be on the team of a man that has a vision. That's really what they want. But men want to force women into this idea that they just want to be played and pimped. No, they don't. I don't believe that. I believe that's what men want. Because they don't want the Most High, they have defaulted to being players and pimps. And now they want to blame the woman for why they are player and pimp. That's what this really is, y'all. You can't trick me. You got all these men out here that want to run through these women. They don't want no commitment. They don't want no stability. They're insecure. And in many respects, they act like women. You know what? I'm not going to even put that on women. I'm not going to even do y'all like that. I don't know what these guys are, aberration. But they want to blame women. Hey, what's going on? Glory be to Vanessa. No, I'm pronouncing your name wrong. I caught that because you corrected me. But type your name again phonetically. I can't remember it. Vanisha. Okay. Vanisha. Okay, yeah. All right. Good to see you again. I really enjoyed how you jammed out Psalms 1. That was really good. You got to do a lot more of those. I'm telling you. You got to do a lot more of those. You really jammed that. I was dancing and stuff. I was dancing with you in that video. But anyway, yeah, you did real good with that. It had a nice beat to it. Nice. You ought to produce that. You really ought to produce that. Really. Yeah, you got to produce that. Get some drums or whatever. And some, that was good. That was good. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to look at some more of those. Check out some more of those on your channel. So the reason why so many of our and I think a lot of our millennial women are getting a bad rap. I really do. I think they're really being scapegoated. No, I'm not saying that women don't do anything wrong. No, I'm not saying that. However, I think the reason why, listen to this guy. Listen to this dude.
I'll tell you a true story.
Now, this guy's a millennial.
Woman walks into a guy's apartment. Woman sees a rubber on an apartment bed that's
I don't want to listen to that.
Real fact. You ever see women at work? Every time you can hear this, there's always that one woman at work Always talking about her loser boyfriend, how he be doing all types of extra dumb shit, treating her wrong. Yeah, you know the story. But every time he'd be like, leave him, leave him, leave him. I can't. Leave him, leave him, leave him. I can't. Why can't you leave the dude? I'll tell you why. Because he provides that emotional roller coaster that she needs to fulfill. She needs that drama. That's her excitement. That's what gets women going. You feel me?
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that's what women need. I don't believe that's even what they're looking for. I believe what women are looking for is a man with vision. And I know that on the surface that might sound boring. But when I pick up my Bible and I read this, Genesis 1:27. So God created man in his own image. In the image of Yahuwah created he him. Male and female created he them. And Yahuwah blessed them. And God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it. Y'all, it's a whole lot of drama right here. Healthy drama, sanctified drama, not the type of drama that he's saying. He's saying that women are looking for the type of drama that these knuckleheads provide. No, they're not. The only reason why they default for that is through conditioning. They only, if they are looking for that, it's only because they've been conditioned to. By who? Men. That's what most men are offering. Even for the men who don't have all the swag, even for men who are not the roughnecks. I can't tell you how many guys that I knew that were not thugs and roughnecks and in and out of jail, but they always was looking wistfully in the direction of the guys who had the swag, was abusing the women. They just didn't have it. They would have been doing the same thing if they was clicked in like that. They would have been doing the same thing. When I was being raised, when I was going to school, high school and grammar school, I never wanted to be around those guys. It was too much. They were doing too much. It was always something tragic happening. Somebody getting killed, somebody fighting, somebody getting shot, somebody getting chased. I wasn't about that. Yeah, they dressed nicer than me. Yes, they were more popular than me, but I was cool being popular. I'm unpopular. I was cool with that. I wanted peace. I wanted to know what was life about. That's what I was thinking about when I was in high school. I'm like, man, what is life really about? Why are we here? I wasn't interested in going to parties, house parties. I wasn't interested in that at all. I wasn't interested in getting drunk and high. I just wasn't interested. It wasn't because I was good or goody two shoes. No, I had my issues, but those are just some things I wasn't interested in. I like having a clear mind. I like having a good scent on me, not smelling like a pack of Marlboros. And my breath always smelling like cigarettes. That didn't appeal to me. So I think what's happening is that our women are being conditioned. Our women are being conditioned by the men to be jump offs. Why? Because that's what men are looking for. A lot of men, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to say this as delicately as possible, but I got some neighbors, right? House full of men, house full of men. None of them married. None of them married. Baby mama drama all over the place. And they're handsome men, handsome. They work. But my God, all I see is babies being dropped off, white babies, black babies, and they all about the same age. And then I see new women coming over, and I'll be like, wow. Where have all the good men gone? And I'm going to tell you something. The men of my generation, the Generation Xers, these guys are not like the men with wisdom in their 40s and 50s and 60s. These men that's in their 40s and 50s and 60s are still running to Foot Locker when they come out with a new pair of Jordans, like they teenagers. You got men 40, 50, and 60 sagging their pants like they're teenagers. Guess who the millennials are learning from? Those men. Those men. Now, watch this. What happens when those men say, you know what, I'm going to start going to church, or I'm going to become a Hebrew Israelite? Guess what baggage is going to come with them? A lot of that same immaturity. And a lot of the people that's going to teach them, whether it's pastors, elders, bishops, prophets, whatever, guess what? They're going to reinforce them being a player. When a man says that he's a player, what he's saying is, I don't care nothing about women. That's what he's saying. I don't care nothing about a woman. Men that do that are narcissists. They are in love with themselves. Lovers of pleasure more than lovers of the Most High. That's what they are. You see? They just run through women, run through women. You see them outside fighting and stuff. Women coming over crying. Women coming over beating up their car, busting their windows and stuff. Women be standing in the middle of the street crying. Hey, what's going on, House of Israel? Shalom. Christ House of Israel. I don't know if I've ever seen you before. Welcome. So you look at people on the internet and stuff. There are people on the internet making movies. I'm not going to drop any names. Making movies and documentaries and all this stuff. Guess what? They married and still talking about player and pimping. They're not talking about being a father. They're not talking about the high and low points of being a father and a husband. Their mind is still locked on player. getting chose, pimping, and they married. But yet they talking about black empowerment. How you talking about black empowerment, but you married and you talking about being a player and getting chose and always talking about people getting chose. And then on top of that, you got a radio show with two single women on it looking up to you because you're older and all you talking about is their breasts. And their secret parts. And you're doing this live. And you 50 years old. And the younger women, they just go along with it. Why? Because they're like, okay, well, that's just how men are. No, that's not how men are supposed to be. Then you got all these armchair intellectuals who are authority on blackness. But none of them married. None of them married. None of them are married. But they're experts on how black people should move. Some is not jiving with that. I don't understand that. That escapes me. You got married people talking more about hooking up, spitting game, getting chose. You got them talking about that more than they're talking about marriage, raising your sons, building a relationship with your wife, a deeper one. Every time you turn around, they talking about getting chose, somebody getting chose, even if it's not them, or they're getting chose. See, a lot of our men are very immature as human beings. And spiritually, they haven't even begun to live. If our men would start having a vision by being born again, following after the Most High, our women would be able to have something to get get behind. Is there going to be drama? Yeah, there's going to be drama. Anytime you seek in the kingdom in a world of sin, there's going to be some drama. So there's not going to be a deficit of drama, but it's not going to be the type of hood ghetto drama that a lot of men try to put on women and say, oh, women just want drama. No, they don't want that type of drama. They weren't even created for that type of drama. That's what happened to Eve, y'all. Eve got attracted to the wrong type of drama, and that's why she ended up at the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. If Adam, I'm going to hit back to Adam, if Adam would have kept Eve busy with the vision of being fruitful, multiply, replenishing, and subduing the earth, she wouldn't have had no leisure time to be talking to the thug named Satan, the bad boy. She wouldn't have had no time to. The Most High had warned Adam that the devil was loose. He warned him. And you still let your woman run off like that? And you don't even know where she at. So even in the case of Eve, Adam is mostly responsible, not because he was deceived, but because he was negligent. A house band or a husband is supposed to be protective, especially when you know that there's an enemy on the loose. So the Bible tells us, and God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, replenish the earth, subdue it, and have dominion. That's a lot of healthy drama right there. Sanctified drama. This is going to be an exciting life if you do all these things in verse 28, Adam. And you employ your wife as your helpmeet in assisting. Y'all gonna have y'all hands full. You wouldn't even have no time for the devil, to talk to the devil or nothing else. And you know, the Most High is so merciful. I don't believe the Most High lets Satan just follow them all around creation. I believe that the only place that Satan really had advantage is if they were close to the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Once they got on enchanted ground, it was only a matter of time. And that's exactly what Eve did. She got on enchanted ground. God wasn't, the Most High is too merciful to allow Satan to just stalk you everywhere you go. And there's no place you can go. No, 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 no. And God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of the earth, and every tree in which is the fruit of the tree yielding seed. To you it shall be meat. Now, I want to play some more of this audio here of this millennial talking, dropping his sage knowledge, because he think he know what women want. Don't know nothing. If you don't know the Most High, you don't even know what you want. I don't care how tight you think your game is. I want to tell you who in the Bible had game. Adam. Adam knew exactly what to say to Eve when she was created. Soon as Adam started talking to Eve, there was a connection. It wasn't no if, no, or maybe so. No, she was like mesmerized. This is my picture of it. She wasn't playing no hard to get. She was playing come get me. Come get me. Adam gave Eve sanctified honor. Drama, vision. And he kindled her enthusiasm when he laid out to Eve what their assignment, how they were going to go about their assignment. I think that's what really women want. I really do. I'm going to tell you something. When I met my wife and I told her what my vision was, she was in a paralysis. Uh, when I started telling my wife what my vision was, she had to remind herself to breathe. I'm talking about when I first met, the first day I met my wife. When I first told my wife my vision, she started fanning herself. Ooh, you know how women be. Ooh. Yes, they're looking for excitement. I don't think men are keen, are alerting the women to the type of excitement and drama that they're really looking for, because they keep offering another type of drama. I think that's really what the issue is. I think that's really where the problem lies. When I started telling my wife what my vision was, she started getting a vision. And my wife already had some goals and visions of her own when I met her. First thing she started doing is getting a vision of how I can work together with this man. How can we merge? That's what she started doing. That's giving your wife a vision too, even if she has her own vision, her own goals. When she meets somebody, a woman meets somebody with goals, first thing she start doing is calculating, okay, so how can we get this thing to work together? What that does is embellishes both of y'all's vision and dream. You see? So this is not to say that a woman is not going to have a vision, but this is certainly to say that a man definitely should have a vision, even if the woman don't. The man shouldn't be sitting around always talking about, okay, so where we going to eat? What we going to eat? When you ready to leave? Man, that sounds so effeminate to me. That sounds very effeminate. So what you want to do today? These men today, they don't know what they want to do. These men are heavily resting on these women to motivate them. I saw a big little argument outside my house. And the young man, a millennial, and he just sounds just like a woman. He starts saying, why I always gotta think of what to do? Why you can't think of nothing? And he was all loud. I was like, oh no, where are all the good men? Where the good men at? I'm not saying that a woman can't have any ideas about what to do, what to wear, what to eat, but definitely the man should. The man is the pilot. He's the pilot. Just because the man is the pilot, it don't mean that he has to always have the wheel in his hand. The pilot don't have to always be piloting the ship. He can have somebody else piloting the ship. If the wife is capable, she can pilot the ship. She's the co-pilot. There's nothing wrong with that. But these young guys today, they don't want to take care of the kids. They don't want to get married. They don't have no vision for their own life, let alone a woman and some children. They don't even have a vision for the kingdom. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. I don't want y'all to think I'm talking about just anything. I'm talking about a vision for the kingdom. And one of the reasons why a lot of these men don't have a vision of the kingdom is because of these churches. These churches don't give you no vision of the kingdom. They really don't. Now, I do believe, however, that if you're attached to a place that really don't give you a vision of the kingdom, but it's just you have a personal joy in studying the word, I think the Most High will give you one, even if you're in a place where the pastor won't. The Most High will override what he's doing and give you something he ain't even giving the pastor. And you'll be sitting on the front pew listening to the pastor, and the pastor will be preaching something, and you will get something out of it that he ain't even given. Why? Because the Ruach is working with you. See? But I want to play some more of this.
Talk about at work or with her girls or with her fraternity or whatever, because she has some issue that she can constantly talk about.
God forbid, came home on time, helped out with the house chores, treated her with respect, did not disrespect her, and was a perfect boyfriend. God forbid, that's too much to ask for. God forbid that guy is out there, exists, because he doesn't, you know what I'm saying? And the reality is a lot of women can't handle it because a lot of women weren't raised around dudes like that. And that's why women get bored of a guy who's not a challenge.
Okay. Well, if women were not raised around that, that means men wasn't raised around that either. If he's going to say women wasn't raised around that, what makes you think men were raised around that? It's the same generation of fathers. Y'all all millennials. About 70% of most Black homes are ran by single mothers. So this speaks more to the idea that the reason why you don't know how to treat this woman and you ain't doing all that stuff that you saying you doing is because you didn't have a father that was showing you how to be a man. So it goes hand in hand. When I met my wife and I was talking to her, I first started talking to her. I want to tell you what my game was. My game was my vision. My vision for family, my vision for health, exercise, finances, trade. Those are the kinds of things that I was presenting to my wife. I wish I would have got married when I was 17. (16, 17). So yeah, these men are not getting these women excited about constructive things. They're not. All they're doing is bringing drama in these women's lives. And these women, they are the weaker vessels, okay? So they're going to be following the men. I think the only reason why so many women default to thugs and guys that's really ain't about nothing is because that's all they being presented with. And that's all that they know. You only know what you know. You don't know what you don't know. So I just thought I'd come on here and deal with this because it's looked like this gender battle stuff is just raging on. And I'm looking at these men, they look terrible. The men look terrible and weak. I don't care how big they are, how strong they are, how rich they are, how poor they are, how educated they are. They looking weak. Most of these men that you're seeing, they getting taken to court. I'm talking about the famous ones on YouTube because they won't pay child support. And they in their 40s and 50s. And they have child support, outstanding child support payments. But yet they're around here talking about Black unity, but they won't pay child support. And some of them don't even know who their children are. Their children are on YouTube making videos and stuff, saying that's my daddy. But yet they talking about Black consciousness. Y'all, please. Black consciousness pretty much right now is nothing but a hustle. It's just a hustle. It really tingles the ears, especially as the person is well presented and they speak well. They're going to get a following. But anyway, I think I'm going to stop right there. Men, the kingdom is not going to get built without us. The Most High is not going to use a whole bunch of women without men to build the kingdom. He's just not going to do it. It didn't start that way. It's not going to end that way. So we're going to have to open our Bibles, read Proverbs chapter 1, 2 Timothy chapter 2. And we got to start studying how to be men. Everything that we learn from white supremacy about being a man is not true. Everything our parents taught us about being a man, go to work and come home and go to bed, that's not being a man. But sending your children to public school for the enemy to teach them, that's not being a man. So I'm out of here, y'all. You all have a wonderful evening. This is Prophet Rohei Nabi signing out, saying shalom, the One Tough Guy channel, aka Prophet 6, family prophet to the angel of the church, to the Laodiceans who are Israelites. You all take it easy and have a good evening. Shalom.